Good afternoon, Toon fans from 34 degrees Greece. Uh, yeah, things are getting heated on Twitter at the moment with Alexander Isak. Liverpool fans are like dogs with two dicks. They've turned into Arsenal fans. And to be fair, I think they're getting worse than Arsenal fans. Our stance is, from our owner, Alexander Isak is not for sale. He's got 3 years left on his contract. So it's going to take a huge bid. It could take a huge bid in a player. Obviously, I mean, Elliott's the only player I would really want to Liverpool would sacrifice. Nunez, no. Jones, maybe. But Elliott is probably the better one. But Isak also has to remember he's got 3 years left on his contract. Yes, he can explore options away from the club, but unless Newcastle's demands are met, it isn't going to happen. So we're just going to have to wait and see, let it play out. But it's going to be very, very interesting. The next, I mean, we've got to put a deadline on this as well. Our owners have got to say, right, Liverpool, you've got till this date to either agree the price, otherwise you can forget it, because this cannot go on and go on and go on until the window's going to end. And also, we're not in a position where we really need to sell. If you listen to some of the experts when it comes to the financial side of things, that first year that PIF took over has now dropped off the PSR 3-year running period. So all that money we spent is now not holding us back. Also, there's no more Mike Ashley years holding us back either. So PSR is not as big as a problem as what's been made out. And of course, PSR is just one of the reasons that, journalists are using why Newcastle aren't signing players. That isn't true. The reason why we're not signing players is we're shopping in a very small pool, looking for quality players, and then bigger teams are coming in and offering bigger wages, and they're deciding to go there instead. And unfortunately, that's happened today. Trafford. I mean, I'm not too upset about Trafford. I heard 2 weeks ago from Martin on the Mancunian Way. Great channel for Man City fans. Great guy. And we've got the Oil Brothers teaming up very, very soon to do a cross-channel show. Really looking forward to that. But he told me that Trafford would end up being a Man City player because Pep's not happy with his goalkeeping situation. So as soon as I heard Man City were backing after him because of their sell-on fee and because of the buyback clause, I knew he wasn't coming to Newcastle. Now, according to Luke Edwards today, we had a bid accepted. And as soon as that bid was accepted, Man City went, right, we'll match it. And because of the 20% sell-on fee, obviously Burnley get a better deal out of it by agreeing what Man City are offering rather than what we're offering. So unfortunately, Trafford will be a Man City player, and our 2-year hunt for probably the next England #1 goalkeeper for the next 8 years is going back to Man City where he started. So do we look for another goalkeeper? I don't think we do. I think we'll stick with Pope and Dubravka. It'll be interesting what's happening with Dubravka because he wasn't in the squad either. So I don't know if we're looking to sell him maybe because he's unhappy. There's nothing. Again, this is another way of conducting yourself, isn't it? We've not heard anything about Dubravka. And all we hear about is Alexander Isak. And I feel sorry for Bruno because Bruno conducted himself brilliantly when it came to Man City's pursuit of him. And I love Joe Linton's little message on Twitter and on Instagram with Isak in the background and Joe Linton saying, "This is my second home and always will be." Love that, by the way. Wissa, apparently the deal has been put on hold at the moment. Some personal reasons behind it. Newcastle have still not given up hope. We still need 2 strikers if Isak goes, and Wissa is very, very high on that list. I mean, the guy scored 19 non-penalty goals last season. That is a fantastic return for a team that finished 10th. I'd be all over Wissa. I really would be. And I think I know at his age, he's no sell-on value. That's what PSR has done. PSR is blinding people to how good this guy is. And he could give us 3 to 4 great years, scoring goals and being a great backup to whoever our, first choice striker will be. Which moves us on now to the last little section of this show. Sesko. Now, I put his name out 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think. I had a feeling Sesko could be a very, very healthy option for us. The guy's only 22. He's 3 years younger than Isak. I know he's not in the best league in the world, but if you look at his goals to ratio, it is almost identical to Isak's. And he's 3 years younger. He's not the finished article. He's a rough diamond. I think Eddie Howe could turn Sesko into the next Isak or better. And I honestly think if we can strike a deal, which apparently it's not an easy deal to do, nothing ever is with Newcastle United, but a deal could be struck. We've just got to agree the personal terms. Get him through the door, guys. He would be a hell of an option for us next season. Even if Isak doesn't go, get Sesko in, because you need to get him settled into the league. And I think Isak will leave next summer. If he doesn't leave this summer, I think he definitely goes. So you want Sesko in to learn the Premier League. So I think Wissa happens. If Isak stays, Sesko doesn't. If Sesko, it's a tough one, because if Isak stays, Sesko might happen, and then Wissa doesn't happen. So it's a bit of a game of chess at the moment. But we need this situation resolved. Now, I'll say it again. No player is bigger than this football club. We've been through all this before. People older than me have been through worse, with Kevin Keegan leaving, Peter Beardsley leaving, Gazza leaving, Malcolm MacDonald leaving, ourselves, Andy Cole leaving, Demba Ba going to Chelsea. We've seen Wijnaldum going to Liverpool. We've seen Kabay going to PSG. We've seen Andy Carroll going to Liverpool. And the club's always bounce back, and we will bounce back again. It's going to be a tough one to take, because we all thought this is the summer. Things PSR-wise are going to start to fall into place. Champions League football, let's attack this transfer window. Hasn't quite happened, but we will bounce back if Isak goes, and Sesko could be the perfect remedy for us to do that. So that's what I think, guys. I'm putting my phone down now for a few hours, because I'm sick of hearing the Liverpool fans trying to rub it in our faces that Isak's going there. It's a difficult deal for them to do. Let's keep our chins up. And yeah, drop a like, a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. It really does help if you watch the channel and you haven't subscribed yet. Please hit that button. We're obviously trying to donate as much money to charity as we can. We've got an amazing charity football game on the 3rd of August at Newcastle Benfield Football Club, sponsored by Henderson's Taxis of Stanley. So please get yourself down there. We've got Peter Beardsley playing for Through Black and White Eyes. It's going to be an absolutely amazing day. We're going to raise loads of money for Stanley Deaf Club and the Lily Foundation. So come down, put some money in a bucket, buy some raffle tickets, great prizes on offer, and let's do some good for 2 great causes. But thanks for watching as always, guys. Drop a comment on what you think should happen, who we should go for, what our next move should be, what you think about Isak. I think he's tainted a lot of Newcastle fans' reputation of him now. So it's really difficult for him to get past this. But let me know your thoughts, and I appreciate you as always in watching. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you again soon.